rushing through my mind, rushing through my mind.
5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Madeline, and today we're going to be doing makeup. Period. But this is my first video officially showing my face. So while I do my makeup, eat some candy, have some music in the background. That's my music that I created. Yay! I'm going to be talking about like how my YouTube channel is going to be about and all that kind of good stuff. So I don't have my usual makeup with me, so we're gonna thug it out. We're gonna thug this out. So welcome. Put this eyeliner. I gotta put this liner. Madeline is my preferred name. I live in New York City. This account will be mainly me and my cousin Michelle. Her preferred name is Michelle. And I'm a polytheistic practitioner. Meanwhile, she is a Catholic Christian. So if you guys wanted to see how that goes, well, keep watching. You're like, what the fuck is that? I'm cracking my knuckles. My bad. But yeah. Alright guys, I'm trying to think. Lucifer, which one? This one or this one? This one. Make me feel really pulled to which one I should put on, in your opinion. I feel like this one. Okay. So, as you've heard, I also work with Lucifer. I am devotee of his. I don't have my usual brush, so it's kind of suck a little bit, but whatever. So who do I work with? As a polytheistic practitioner, I work with Lord Lucifer as like the king of hell, and as Phosphorus, the Roman Greek aspect of his. I refer to him as Venus as well, since he rules over the planet Venus, since the morning star, which is what Phosphorus rules over, is actually the planet Venus from far away. So yeah, what we call the morning star is actually Venus from far away. And Phosphorus is also used Phorus. You can search this up. It kind of looks like I got beat up, low key. It's because, like I said, I have minimum brushes with me right now. The brushes that I have are in my workplace. You're like, what the fuck are they at the workplace? Because it's a family business, so I could do a lot of stuff that I'm not supposed to be doing at a regular job. So, some pros working at a family business. You guys probably see me around if you guys live in some part of New York City. I'm not allowed to say which part of New York City I live, because what if someone like stalks me? You're like stop putting fucking your head high, and it's like you never know. Like, I do love magic, so that's like I have to be careful when I'm like, people love me, people admire me. Yeah, you gotta be careful that old ass people don't do that unless you want sugar daddies. Unless you want that. Which I have stories on that. Let me write this down. I think okay. So that is done. It kind of doesn't look too shaggy, but yeah, with what we got, I think it's pretty good. So I work with Lord Lucifer, Queen Lilith, Leviathan, Marquis Andras, I'm on the works of working with a few others that I heard don't say it, so I'm not gonna say it, but they're very well known, so it's like, it's fine if you guys like, oh my goodness, who are you not allowed to say? And it's like, it's cool, guys, like, you guys have heard their names before, so like, believe me, one day I'll tell you guys if they let me, or if I want to. Cause they're like doing it for like my own, like, they're like, don't tell them. It's probably because for my own good. It's not because like, oh, let's be selfish and like, fuck you guys, you know? No. So we're gonna go now with eyeshadow. And within the Hellenic, mother of demons and one of the queens of hell. I'm not sure if you can hear the music, but that's me right there. It's like speaking, which I think is pretty fucking cool. But within the Greek pantheon, I work with Aphrodite. Well, I honor her. I honor her and sometimes do work with her on certain stuff that I want help with, or she works with me, more of a better term to say it, and she helps me. And I am honoring a few other Greek gods recently. Lord Hermes, Lady Tyche, Lady Nike. I'm just giving like smoke offerings to the following because I need to learn more about them other than the basics, but I think they're so cool and they have had interest in me, which is King Hades, Eros, Ares, and I am interested personally in Athena. I say thank you to Hestia for letting us communicate with, you know, the Greek gods. I'm kind of interested in King Zeus and like talking to him, and Lady Hestia, Lady Hera. Sorry, Lady Hera. I think they're really cool and they have such important roles. So it's like, can I talk to you? Turn this shit up. This is my champ. I don't think you hear it.
I met you one spring day. I was the one who found interest in you. You drew me in with just the stories I've heard all about you.
Little did I know, some stories were just poems made up by some guy named John Milton. I didn't know who to talk to, so I tried to get an easy pass to our relationship by feeding you or buying you small things. I promise, oh I promise, I had no bad intentions towards you. All I wanted to do was admire you while you were in my life.
Okay, that's one side. Okay. I'm doing brown because my black is running out. and within the Catholic Christian pantheon, I work with Archangel Michael, and I give thanks, and I say goodnight to, and every once in a while when I can, but it's been a tough few kind of days, so I haven't said it in a little while, but when I'm like feeling better, like I say goodnight to Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Raphael. So yeah. And so that is everyone who I work with. Oh, and also I honor Lord Loki from the Norse pantheon. He's pretty cool. He has been like, you are my son. So pat 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 pat. I'll explain why later on, why he calls me his son. Just remind me. I just don't think in the intro it's something that I should explain, because it's kind of deep. It's kind of like personal, so I don't be like, hey guys, welcome to me explaining every little piece of myself. So yeah. Though I could do an altar tour someday. You could kind of see a little bit of the altars. A little bit, poquito. And also, I am Mexican. There is a sprinkle of Spanish from Spain, because of my fair skin, because, you know, like, Mexico got conquered, and, like, my family doesn't know, but they're like, yeah, probably our family, like, has, like, some Spaniards ancestry in there, but we just don't know because it's just been too long. But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying, but let's move on to the new topic. I've been working with Lord Lucifer and Archangel Michael since I was 17 years old. I am 21 years old right now. And boy, was it a big ride. A big ass fucking ride. Okay. Lord Lucifer is here with me. And I feel like Michael wants to be here. Archangel Michael, you could come if you want to. Like oh yeah. I'm a devotee to many beings, but I honor way more beings, like gods, than I'm a devotee of. And lastly, but not least, I also honor La Santa Muerte. She's pretty awesome. I recently had a dream just last night that my mom was telling me, like I was just like kind of like molding a like skull for Santa Muerte, and it was like a stone or clay. It was black, and I was like, should it be like circle, or should it be like a triangle? And I told my mom, because it was like this, and I was like, should it be a circle, her eyes, or a triangle? My mom does not agree with Santa Muerte, but she respects her. So, and I'm almost surprised. Like, I don't know if she was gonna answer me in my dreams. And she was like, whichever one. And then she was like, but you have to be a devotee of her. And And I was like, really? I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. That's what I was saying in my head. And then I was like, and then in my dream, I was supposed to put alcohol in the eyes and in the mouth of the Santa Muerte little clay rock face statue that I had of her. Like, it was just like a statue of her face only, and I was creating the holes, and so I was creating the eyes and the mouth. And then I put some alcohol in it, rubbing alcohol, and then I lit it on fire, and her eyes and her mouth were on fire, and it was blue fire. And I devoted myself to her in my dreams. And that's crazy because I'm always like, I will be a devotee of her in the future. I asked her one time, I was like, I think I'm ready. She was like, do you want me to be a devotee? She was like, in the future, once we get to know each other. So I think that's her saying that, like, hey, I think it will bring us together if you are a devotee of me. So yeah. I have way more dreams that I could talk about, that I write down in my notes app, that I could talk to you guys about. Some that I can't, but it's nothing like too crazy. Maybe. I'm trying to make you feel guys better. I'm kidding. But let's do the makeup. I'm missing blue. What the hell? Blue makeup just oh my goodness. Okay, I have to open this in the fucking floor. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see this, but blue is coming out. As you can see here. Chaos, dude. Okay. My stomach just grumbled. It was like, Madeline. Okay. I look a little bit like a little clown because a little heart and clowns usually do that, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So aside from being a polytheistic practitioner, I am also a witch. So I do spells and tarot card readings. I am on the path to learn palmistry. I want to learn palmistry, but I haven't had enough money to buy a bunch of books on it. I just have one book on it. And I have the story of how Lucifer came into my life. I have the story how Archangel Michael came into my life. But just to make things clear, Archangel Michael came first into my life. He was like, hey, I'm here. Hello. And then Lucifer was like, hi, we meet again. And I was like, ha. But yeah, symbology on Michael, Lucifer, Aphrodite, Lilith, and Santa Muerte. It's just that I couldn't fit Santa Muerte in the title, in like my name, but she will always be in it. So I don't give a fuck. But lamb. You can say lamb, like with a B in the end. I know there's 2 L's. It won't be jam, because jam sounds like jelly jam. And I like lamb. So the rise of Lucifer, Lilith, Aphrodite, and Archangel Michael is lamb. And I think it's pretty cool hearing lamb, because it's not the rise of, wait, should I change it? The rise of the goats. No, I'm kidding. The reason why it's called the rise of the lamb, we might change in the future, but it's because we are always described through Christianity lenses as lambs, who they have to be with their shepherd and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't want to disrespect Christianity, because I work with Archangel Michael. Even though I'm not a Christian, he's an angel who wants to help humans out. He's like, I have like gotten mad at the Christian God though, just because like they don't respond to prayers. And if he's not supposed to be my God, then tell me it. Then ignoring me and making me, like, I don't know. Like, I have gotten mad. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't want to disrespect. That's why I'm saying that. I feel like us as humans, we're always described as lambs, but I think it's to the point where we don't have to be goats and be like, oh, join the left side, my dude. No, like, it's more of like, I'm human, you want to describe me as a lamb? Cool. But this lamb is gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're gonna follow whoever the fuck they want to follow. And if you don't agree with that, that's too bad. That is too fucking bad. Go find some other lamb or some other herd. I was about to say whore. Some other herd. And try to convince some other lambs there. But this herd, they got some cool lambs. And I think I'm the lamb of everyone who I honor and devotee of. And yeah. Of course, I wish I could be a better devotee and be there for the community. But some people don't trust me. If I'm a devotee of Archangel Michael, people don't trust me because I'm a devotee of Lucifer. And that's fucking, like, unfair. But I just still go on. I just wear stuff that makes me feel comfortable and makes me feel welcomed and like at home. And I don't care if it's more of like, of course sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'm just not in the mood to defend my Lucifer sigil, and I'm not gonna wear it. I'm just gonna wear another beautiful necklace that I have in a place where I'm just like, I'm just here I'm just wearing what I feel comfortable with. I'm not here to deal with bullshit. So sometimes I do wear my Archangel Michael necklace in places where it's most likely to be welcomed, but it's not because like, oh, Archangel Michael, look, practitioners of the Christian God and Jesus. No, it's because I just don't want to fight. I just don't want to have that possibility of someone like attacking me. So yeah, like physically or verbally. So but I wish that I could be a better devotee. I'm like going too deep into stuff. I wish I was a better devotee and a better practitioner of theirs, of every single being that I mentioned, because mental health affects things where you're like, fuck. I am trying to understand, like, why I should even use this air mask and this oxygen mask if I don't even fucking know. I don't even fucking know any reasons as to why I should keep going, you know? So, like, I'm just here thinking with my oxygen mask, why should I keep on going? And I'm to the point where with my cousin Michelle and my cousin Ashley and my family, I'm starting to, like, put on the mask while like just looking around and, like, trying not to make a disturbance to anyone. I'm trying to mind my own business, so that when I'm more mentally stable and more financially secured, I want to help people out with money, with food, with having witchy supplies, with having a regular practitioner for whoever they want to be supplies. And that's something that I personally want to do. That's a goal of mine. And before, back then, I wouldn't have goals. I would be like, I didn't choose to live. I didn't choose to live. You made me, mom and dad. But now I'm kind of just like, I'm just here to just do things. Like, how can I describe it? Like, I'm just here to do what the fuck I want to do, as long as I'm not stepping over the line. So, oh, and back to a more funnier topic. You know, I live in New York City, and I could easily go to Manhattan, and I could easily go to Hermes or Gucci store, right? Without having to pay anything. No. So I got all dressed up. I could insert a picture of it. This is how I look like. And I tried looking like a rich person's daughter. And I went inside and I started talking to people. Like, at first I was walking around. I was like, oh, I like your scarf. I said to someone. And I'm like, oh, thank you, darling. And I was like, she was like asking me which shade helped her the most, like matched her the most. And I was like, perfect, this one. And I was like, maybe she'll buy me something. She never did. I mean, it's okay. But I was hoping for someone to buy me something, right? I went upstairs, 2 floors. I was 2 floors in hermes. And so, I was walking around. There was chairs. People were in it. I kept walking around for 15 minutes. And then the chair was empty. I sat on it, got the Hermes magazine, flipped in it, and then after a while, I started walking. And there was this guy on a scooter with his knee wrapped around in the top of the scooter. And so, I was like, oh my goodness, what happened to your leg? I said it so nicely, and I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, sweetie, I just fell down. I forgot what he, either fell down the stairs or he fell down with a car, like a car hit him or something like that. And I was like, literally, I was like, God damn. So, and then I was like, oh, well, I hope you feel better. He was like, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, darling. And I was like, you're welcome. I kept walking around just in case he wanted to be like, hey, you want me to buy you something? He never did. Okay. So, and then I turned around after a few minutes later. He met with his wife. His wife was in the same fucking level as me on the 2nd floor. And I was like, fuck, she probably was gonna scream at me. And she was way younger than him. She was like not that like old, like not that like not she was like he was probably like in his 62s and she was probably in her 40 something. That much. She wasn't like 20, she wasn't 30, but she was probably in her 40s. And I was like, fuck. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go downstairs and like, you know, look around there so like she doesn't get mad at me for like, or like they start screaming as to like why was he talking to another woman. So I was like, I respect your hustle. I'm gonna leave and go to the other floor. And I got myself a pallet. It was $130. It was a lot. But I saved. Okay, I saved my money. And a 20-year-old saved her money. Surprising, right? But I did. And so basically, I bought my little makeup palette. It was really small. It was like a mirror size palette of 3 or 4 shades. I forgot. But I left, and then once I left, who did I see? Not only the guy in the scooter and his wife. And I walked for a little, like 3 good minutes far away from Hermes. And like, you know, like there's like separate ways you could go. Like 3 or 4 separate ways you could go. Why did I choose the same way as they went? And I was right behind them. I was like 2 steps away from them. And I was on my phone taking pictures and sending to them to my friends. And I was like, fuck, they're gonna think that I'm stalking them. But I just ended up like standing on the wall or something, and I waited down like 7 minutes, and I was just texting my friends. So that was the story of how I failed at getting free stuff from Hermes. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you have a good day, and thank you for stopping by and seeing this intro YouTube video of mine. Bye, and thank you for watching The Rise of the Lamb.